Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Thanks so much for being here today. I hope that you're doing well, and most of all, I hope that you're doing something for yourself. Now, 60 and Me is a community of women over 60 who are really trying to embrace this chapter of their life with passion and verve, and maybe put themselves in a position that they haven't considered in the past. You know, most of us have been giving a lot of ourselves to other people most of our lives. If you have children, of course, that was a big part of your life, your partner, your partners, think people that you've been very close to, and friends and people acquaintances that you have been important in your life. And in a way, my experience has been that, we've always tended to put ourselves at the bottom of the to-do list. There's always something to save or to treasure and hoard for someone else. That special bar of soap that you've got in your little drawer there that you're saving for the time when you have a guest come over and you can put it out to honor them, to make them feel special. But I think it's time that we start honoring ourselves, that we start putting ourselves first. Now, Amy Newmark is one of our bloggers, and she wrote this article on why you should indulge in those little luxuries. And stop putting them aside and holding them, back for a special day, and celebrate. This is the special day. This is your day. Get it out, use it, enjoy it. Because, well, first of all, life is short, life is fragile. And if there's anything that we've learned over the last year, it's that life is unpredictable. We just do not know what's going to happen next. We had all these travel plans for the next year. That's all those little things we were storing away are just not going to be of value. I, for one, and I know I'm probably kind of a weird person in this respect, is that when I know I'm going on a cruise or on a trip, I start saving clothes. In the sense that I put them away. I don't hide them. I just put them in a drawer and say, that will be perfect for that dinner or for that evening. And I put them I start gathering things, and I, in fact, start packing, packing for the trip. And then, I've realized as I've gone through my cupboards, and I've done a lot of downsizing in the last few months, that there are things tucked away there I really would love to wear right now. Why not? I mean, it just seems to me that I treasured them. I put them in a place that I thought they'd have a place and they would be precious, but they're precious right now. So I love how Amy puts this forward, and she's got some thoughts about how you can use those things that you've been saving for someone else, for another time, another situation right now. So she talks about a woman who had a cancer diagnosis. And for Amy, this was a big wake-up call, because this woman started talking to Amy about, how she was preparing really for her situation. And she mentioned that she had in her drawer a bar of soap. And it was a bar of soap that some precious soap that someone had given to her as a wedding gift. And it had been in that drawer she was a young bride, she was a young mother, she was a young woman, middle-aged woman, she was an older woman. That soap never got used. It was just sitting there in the drawer all that time. And it was meant to be used in a precious way, for her as a bride, but then she put it away. So she wanted to save it. For what? For what situation, for what moment she could have enjoyed that soap. And in fact, that's the story that Amy recalls, is how this woman, does actually use the soap and enjoys it, luxuriates in a bath with it, and, really realized that she didn't need to hold it back all those years. It was precious, it was beautiful, it was expensive perhaps, but she could use it right now for her. And I think that's kind of the message of this article. Have you got things that you have tucked away for another day, for a rainy day, for a special day, for someone else, for a guest? Do you have a little drawer of special things that you're going to get out when you need them? Well, I think it's time that you need to start treating yourself like a guest. Treat yourself like a guest in your own home. Amy talks about the fact that she's, obviously we're all dealing with the pandemic in different ways, and we're doing our things to, make it enrich it and to make our lives precious. And she said that she started planting more flowers in her garden. Even though there's no one coming over to walk in the garden, it's not going to be a place where the family is going to gather, which is maybe what she had in her mind all that time, but it's a place that she can go right now and enjoy those flowers, because that's the precious moment. And so treat yourself like honored guests. If you've got that beautiful soap, if you've got that plush 100% Egyptian cotton towel, you've got chocolates, or maybe you've got a little ornament or something that you were waiting to put out, a candle. And another thing is a bottle of wine, a nice bottle of wine. Now, maybe some of you don't drink, but if you do, you probably got some food or some precious liquid or drink that you love, that you're putting away for that special day, that special occasion. It's now. It's right now, today. Go open it. And, even if you can't share it with a friend, do a Zoom call with a friend and just say, hey, I'm just having a celebration of you, my friend. I'm having a glass of my favorite wine that I'm treating myself to today because I am special. Another thing that Amy talks about, and we've talked about this so many wonderful times, is treat yourself to me time. Don't wait until you've got a guest coming over or till your children can finally come and visit you or your grandkids can come over. Just go ahead and enjoy it now. Luxuriate in a moment, whether it's reading a book, watching a movie, doing a pedicure, manicure, whatever it is, just do it. Do it and enjoy it and know that you've done it for yourself. And as I said earlier, we've done so much for other people all of our lives. Now it's time for you. Give yourself some me time. I love that. What is that ad? I think it's L'Oreal or one of the cosmetics lines that, you're worth it. You are worth it. You're worth taking the time right now for yourself. So get started on treating yourself better. Now, I actually did this myself the other day. I actually went through my little drawers and first of all, besides my clothes that I mentioned, I'm packing for my non-existent trips, which may or may not happen sometime in the future. I found a pair of pants actually that I had really, and I remember when I purchased them thinking, oh, those would be really great for travel because they're lightweight and they're this and that. They're like completely wasted sitting in that drawer. They're always going to be there at the shops. I can always go back and buy another pair. It's just that kind of mentality of wanting to save for a rainy day. But think about how you treat a guest, and you are that guest. Okay, so one thing I do actually, I have a friend who we get together on Zoom every now and again, and we actually do eat dinner together. Like we just sit there and have a meal and chat. And, something will happen. She'll get distracted or, I'll get distracted or we'll just decide, but we just keep looking. And then when she goes away and does something, I pick up my phone or I do some typing or whatever. And then we come back, oh, okay, now you want some ice cream? And oh, yeah. And then it's just doing that thing for yourself. Don't save it for someone else. And honestly, your friends don't mind if when they come the next time you haven't got that little piece of chocolate or that little candle that you were saving for them. They won't even know because all they've really come to see is you. And I think that that's the most important thing to remember is that we often, maybe it's just our, consumer world that we live in, we often feel that we associate our love or our caring for someone else with the number of things that we can give to them, the number of things that we can share with them. But when you get right down to it, if this pandemic has done anything at all for me, it's made me realize that the things don't matter. The things are not as important as the people. And I know I'm reading news and I'm watching, reports of how children, particularly teenagers and young adults, are really struggling with this time because they're still caught up in that thing of wanting to do things with people and give things to people to make it feel like there's some value. And not just that, of course, they're just missing their routines. They're missing their activities and their connections. I mean, think about when you were young. Think about when you were in your 20s and 30s, how difficult it would be for you. I think a lot to not have to be able to see any of your friends or go out, do anything, go to a restaurant, go out to eat. But I think we as older women have got a little bit more of a balanced perspective on this. But I think that, we're actually not so focused on stuff. We're more interested in we are more interested in connecting with people virtually. We're learning technology skills. We're doing things to share. But instead of hiding those things away, why don't you get them out? Say, hey, Susie, I've been saving this thing for when you come to visit and it looks like it won't be this year. So here it is. And I'm going to share it with you and make it special. Just cool. And get into the habit of just reaching out to people, sharing those things that you're saving for them or that you're saving for the two of you or three of you or family. I know at Christmas time, when I was putting things out, I was just thinking, I've had these things in boxes like all year, like Christmas lights. Put them out now. Put Christmas lights up. Enjoy the moment. It's just like there's nothing that should be hidden away right now. Jewelry is another thing. I know a lot of us as older women have treasured jewelry over the years. We bought things at markets that, when we've traveled, we've made things and we just think, oh, I'll save that for a special day. I should have showed you a couple of necklaces that I do honestly hardly ever wear because I'm saving them. For what? So get your necklaces out, get your bangles out, your earrings, your whatever you want to wear today. Bring out that little candle that you've been saving for a special guest, or the special chocolate or bottle of wine. Just enjoy this day as an honored guest in your life, in your world. You will appreciate it, and they will thank yourself. And maybe in the years to come, you'll remember the value of enjoying every little treasure that you have rather than holding it back. Is so precious. Time is just so precious. But take very good care, everybody. And I'd love to remind you, if you do love this video, you've enjoyed hearing these chats, please subscribe to our channel here and also press that notification bell. Then you'll be told when my videos are uploaded. But I treasure you all. I'm so happy. I'd love to have you join our family. Just press the subscribe button. And I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and take good care. Bye-bye for now.